In today's class, let's work on web to lead and web to case, web to lead and web to case. So coming down to web to lead, the requirement is if your customer is asking to integrate the website, to integrate their website with your Salesforce CRM application, yes, you can do really quick with that. Go to setup, click on setup, and click on expand customize. Go to build section, click on the expand button near customize. Here we have leads. So why I'm only working on web to lead? Why am I not working on web to accounts or web to contacts? The reason why I'm only working on web to lead is this is the important object which you can take from your website. This is the starting object on your sales cloud. Okay, so that's the reason I want to use this particular thing. I want to track from my website. Okay, I can't create a directly account from my website. If that is the requirement, I will use web to lead, and whenever lead is inserted from the website, I can automatically convert that lead into accounts and contacts. I cannot take contacts directly from the website. So many people, thousands of people will come to your website, they look into your services, products, they will put down their information, okay, on their contact us form. That is the form which will create leads on the lead object. Okay, now let's go to web to lead. So if you want to quickly find this, click on, go to all setup search, web. See. In all the setup options, there is only two options. One is web to lead, another is web to case, and the other is web to case HTML generator. So these two things is, I can say it's a combined one only, but they have given two options. But here, both the options are available in this only one option. Okay, when I click on web to lead, see, I can even go to web to lead by expanding, customize by expanding leads. There is a web to lead. Here now I'm at web to lead option. Okay, so first of all, when you're creating this web to lead, what data you want to track from the system, we have to mention in this form. So I'm clicking on create web to lead form. See, here these are all the important fields what Salesforce is recommending us by default. But if you don't want to use state or province, yes, you can remove that. If you don't want city information, yes, you can also remove that. Okay, but this is the 6 fields they are giving by default to us to add it on your web to lead. But I have an option to even add their phone field, any other important fields. Okay, industry also, what industry they belong to. For suppose if you are serving for multiple industries, I can even take the industry field from the web to lead only, so that if they are from pharma industry, I can connect to the sales rep who will generally work on pharma accounts, so that the pharma account executive will contact these people and show some demos about the products and services what this company is offering. Okay, now I'm trying to view the written URL. After submitting this form, so whenever you are going to some website and entering some details and clicking on submit, the data will be going into the backend. Okay, so it's the actual work, but after submitting the things, the customer should see some message on the screen saying thanks for putting your details. We'll reach out to you as soon as possible. Some type of thank you message we have to show on screen, so that the customer knows the data is properly tracked. If I'm not showing anything, they think that the form is not, the data is not properly saved, and they may click one more time. Okay, that is the reason I have to do the written URL properly. For suppose for this written URL, I have to specially make a page, or else I can do one thing. Once the customer has entered this form, I can navigate this person. Oh my God, okay. Yeah, yeah. Once the person clicked on this submit button, I can show some simple message saying, thanks for submitting your lead, or thanks for submitting your information. We'll reach out, our sales rep will reach out to you as soon as possible. And after that, I can show some products and services video so that we can show some list of happy customers or some product videos to them on the same page. I can build that type of page and I can show to them on submitting the lead so that they will be more and more interested to buy our products, right? So in the current scenario, I don't want to give any written URL. I just want to give this simple URL here on gloss.com. Okay. So whenever I submit this form, it takes to this written URL. Okay. So you have option to modify the written URL at any point of time. Click on generate from the coding. But once you generated this form, this is constant. You can't modify this form again and again. But you can generate the new, you can replace the old form. You got it? So once the form is generated, this is the code. This is the script. I can copy it. I can create a new HTML file. So tell me, this is HTML code. Where I can paste this? I can paste in my website contact us page so that whenever some guy opens that, whenever they click on contact us form, my code will be shown there, and that guy can put down the details whatever he wants. And if you click on submit, it shows it will be navigated to the errorclose.com page because I have given that written URL. Anyway, now I am trying to build the HTML page before you. That is clicking on new, pasting here. So before pasting, what I will do, I will create a simple HTML file, that is HTML. So some people have issues by directly pasting this. It won't open sometimes, okay? It won't open. So I am making a HTML tag. So I am building a simple HTML page. I will put title also for this. Delete demo, okay? And in the body tag, I will put down my script, my HTML form and everything, okay? Okay, got it? I'm pasting my form here, okay? Don't worry, it's really simple. But in the general scenario, you are not going to paste in the plain HTML. You are going to copy this complete code to the main website code, where the division is completely free for this form. In the contact us form, I can copy this complete code so that the form fields will display there. I'm clicking on save. Clicked on save, okay? I'm clicking on file, save as, so I can't save like this. Okay. I'm saving it as web2 lead demo. Okay, on my documents or downloads. It's fine. Okay, I'm clicking on save. I'm sorry, I'm clicking on save as again because I have to save this file as HTML file. That's better, right? Lead dot underscore demo 9 dot HTML. Okay, this is a page. Okay, I'm saving it in downloads. I'm clicking on save. See, this is HTML file which is having, see, these are all comments by Salesforce. I'm not giving these comments. There is a meta tag. These complete tags are coming from Salesforce. And coming down to the form tag, this is the HTML form, and you have action for that. This is the HTTP action you are calling. Okay, So you are trying to post the data to this URL, web to lead encoding UTF format 8 and method equal to post. And some people will ask some question. Salesforce is used by lakhs of companies. What if all the people are using the same Salesforce web to lead? Yes, there is no difference. 99% there is no difference between these forms. The only difference is this, the organization ID. This is really unique for every company. Okay, so the current organization ID I can see in my company profile, but if you go and check your organization, it's totally different than this. Okay, I'm going to my company information. I can see my organization ID, which is similar to this. See, this is organization ID which I got in my web to lead form also. Okay, this is the unique thing. This is hidden type, hidden field type, and even written URLs is also hidden field type. If I want to modify the written URL, yes, I can simply modify here. Okay, see, I can simply modify here. Training, go like this. Let's see what happens. I think this is, I don't know what's the proper URL for trainings or training. I'm clicking on save. Now go back to your folder, go to downloads, just open the web to lead demo9.html. When I click on that file, it automatically opens in a page. I know that it's HTML page. Okay. If someone is entering the data, give me a second. So I'm now entering the details. Okay. Sorry, back from the call. I'm now entering the details. That is Harsha. I'm giving some unique number. So that is current time is 2:12, right? I'm giving 2:12. This is your first name, 2:12, and last name is Feb 3rd. Okay. And email address. Can you give the email address here? Fine. I got it from other account. I want to copy the email address here. Okay, and I'm giving the company name as for suppose Systech City IL. Phone number is, oh my god, on industry I'm giving it as, this is general environmental, and I'm clicking on submit. This is information what I'm submitting here, so I'm clicking on submit. So I clicked on submit now. So after this submission, see what it's taking to the ermclose.com /training, because the written URL you have modified it from ermclose to erm training. Anyway, if I'm not modifying it, it takes to the previous written URL which I have configured while creating the web to lead form, right? So now, so generally I should not show this message. I should show some thank you message on the screen and show some demo videos about your company and products and services. That's the best practice. Okay. Or else I will ask them to download some PDF file about the services also. That's one other way most people are following these days. Anyway, now the lead is inserted into the system. Let's see where is the lead. Going back to Salesforce, I'm clicking on leads object. Okay. See, I'm clicking on today leads. This is a simple view which generally shows the leads created today. See, we got the lead in my system with the details which I entered from a web page. So you can also do that, but if the web page is hosted on the online, if it is hosted online on the server, you can access this page from anywhere in the globe, and you can put down the details. That information will be automatically saved into the Salesforce system. You have done integration with your website now. Okay. See the information what your kept is first name plus last name is your name, sysdig, email. The status is the default value. I know that this is open and not contacted because that is means this is the new lead. That's the reason it shows the status of it. So if I'm talking to this guy, I can change the status to working contacted. I contacted you. The sales rep will do this operation. Okay. I'm clicking on save. And yeah, and this is called charter feed. Whenever you're changing some important fields on the object, on the detailed record, on the current record, it shows the feed, charter feed on this record saying, hey, ERM Consulting is the username. Okay, this is the user. Change the lead owner user assignment rule from blank to ERM Consulting, because Web2Lead is a source for many leads. Same day you can get thousands of leads. To whom I have to assign this? For that I will write assignment rules. If the leads are coming from Hyderabad, assign these leads to Harsha. Or if the leads are coming from Bangalore, assign these leads to Nishant. I can give like this. If the leads are coming from USA, assign this to Venkat. I can put down these rules based on city. There are some filters. I can run these assignment rules. In the current scenario, the assignment rule is assigning from blank user. There's no user because it's coming from Web2Lead to ERM Consulting. ERM Consulting is user. That is me. See, lead owner is now. This is the guy who is the lead owner. I can even change this, the ownership of the lead also to some other person. The option changes for that. And you know the actual process from here. If you click on convert, it automatically creates accounts, contacts, and opportunities based on the current lead information. You know that process, right? Sales process will start from here. So the web lead is done. Are you clear? You can unmute and you can ask some questions on if you have any. Yeah.
Yeah, I got them.
Perfect. And
But why can't we create accounts, contacts, and all other stuff like this in the same way?
exactly, it's a good, really good question. So generally, um, so you're working for a big company, okay? So generally, there are like hundreds of people who are coming to your website. If they are simply coming to your contact us form, and if you are saying that, hey, I want to buy this helicopter, will you directly create the account for them? No. So generally, what happens? Generally, if there is a company who sells choppers, right? So I can also go to that website, and the person who is totally too rich also can go to the same website, and the person who needs the helicopters also will go to the same website, right? He will go to that and he will enter the form. So whenever I'm entering the information, okay, so I'll go back to this information. So if the three people have entered this information, one is the big company who needs helicopters will be contacting this company, this reaching form. There is one more guy who is rich and he also needs helicopter and he want to buy it. I have
Hello,
contact.
bro. There is some disturbance in your voice.
Yeah, give me a second. I will fix it with
Yeah,
my phone.
Yeah, can you hear me now?
yeah,
So, please be on mute. So now you have three people who are trying to reach your website. Three people on your website. One is the company who needs choppers from your company, and the other guy who needs he's a rich guy who needs chopper. The other guy is a person who is generally a developer, web developer who don't needs anything, but he went to the website and put down his information saying I'm interested to buy chopper. Okay, they have entered the contact us form. So when you click on leads object, I can see these three people. I can see these three people. When I click on each and every one, so I can see the company name. Hey, by seeing this information, I can see Harsha from this company want to buy chopper. I'll call him directly, and I will confirm whether you are really interested because the leads coming from the website generally there will be 30 more than 60% are people who want to try multiple products and who will generally choose other one. They won't become your customers. Leads, okay, will only 30% of that leads will be the perfect leads who will become customers for you. So based on the company, based on the size of the company and the revenue of the company, with my see after Systec is inserted into my system, right? I would like to get information about Systec from a tool called data.com. When I use the tool, right, it automatically brings the company revenue, the company means actual status and everything. Okay, based on that I can estimate, hey, this so I have one more scoring called you can score the leads also. So based on your profile, company profile, and the person who is entering the lead, I can score it. And if I call him, if he says that I'm interested to buy product and you take some more information from him, I can score him more and more, so that this is called hot lead. So if I'm calling to the first guy who needs a company, who needs chopper for company, yes, he want to buy the product, I will give the scoring as 70. He may take 70% of taking it. For suppose the person who is rich, he want to take chopper, I'm giving 50 as score, because sometimes they might go back again, they don't want to buy product again from this company. And for the person who is coming to your website simply entering the information like a developer, right, I will give the score as 10 or some 0 or 10 single digit score. So I'm going to filter out all the people who are junk leads. Only the leads, only the customers who are true real, means who are real, who want to buy products from us only, I will filter from on this object, and I will click on convert. After confirming, after emailing them, after checking, after calling them, after knowing about their profiles, okay, I'm going to do that. Okay, so this is called filtering the leads level. So you're going to click on convert only for the first two guys. Now when you click on convert, you will become customers. So I don't want to make customers uh, without knowing about them. Okay, first of all I will investigate a lot of things, and I will investigate whether these guys can buy product or not. I know the developer cannot buy the chopper, right? It depends. For suppose if you are reaching salesforce.com for buying licenses, they're gonna score you very less because you are a developer. You can't buy salesforce licenses of worth thousands of dollars. Got it? So for the same thing, if a person who is having company, who is having some pharma company, has registered a lead on the salesforce web to lead, they're gonna get a high score obviously, and they're going to convert this lead after a single call. But if you, as a developer, if you are reaching them to buy licenses for $5,000 or $6,000, they will once again rethink and they will just confirm you what all the needs, all this stuff. Okay, so these leads are the starting object for filtering out the actual customers who want to buy products from you, or some junk leads. These are simply prospects. Okay, these are also called as prospects. How did I answer the question?
Yeah.
Yeah. So let's move on to the case. So so the leads is the starting object of sales. Coming down to Service Cloud cases. That is the reason Web to Lead feature is only available for these two objects. It's not available for other objects. If you want to build it, yes, you have to build it on your own with your custom HTTP requests. Okay, you have to build some service for that. Whenever they are calling this URL, you are going to call some method and create some data inside your system with REST API. I can we can do that. So let's go to Web 2. After clicking on finish, you cannot access the same code again. Again, you have to click on new. That's the see. Again, it takes to the previous thing. See, what is the maximum number of leads I can capture? Again, there is a limit for that also, because you are using developer edition. But if you have a company, why can't you use the developer edition for your company? They should give some limits for each and everything, right? Okay, just want to show you the limits. Yeah. So in these editions, okay, you can capture up to 500 leads in 24-hour period. Okay, so if you are exceeding this limit, okay, um, the lead creator, okay, the default lead creator will generally get a message saying that this is the additional lead information on email. Okay, and again the pending request queue is up to 50,000 combined requests. So Salesforce stores generally additional all the additional information, all the additional data. It stores in a queue which can store up to 50,000 leads. 50,000 requests means each individual request is a lead. Sometimes it might be duplicate also. Again, you can merge these duplicates after creating the lead or before creating the lead also. When you are before creating only, you can verify whether this lead is already there in the system. If it is there, you can reactivate the old lead. Okay, instead of creating the new lead, you can reactivate the old lead. So now go back to the Web 2 case. Web 2 case, click on this. First of all, Web 2 case is enabled. You can accept cases from your website. So support and sales is the important modules. Contact us form. Some people, what they will do, right? They are going to make integrate both the things into one. If you are entering email address, right, it will be stored as lead, because the old companies will follow that. But all the latest companies, they generally maintain two things for leads and cases. They have a separate support tab. If you click on that, first of all they show you some FAQs or some uh, frequently asked questions and any guides for issues which are mostly asked by customers. For suppose, whenever you buy, for suppose if you go to Apple, so by default, most people who are new to Apple products, they might have some issue about installing the battery on their phone. Okay, so if I'm thinking about old phones, okay, so for that you can prepare some documentation in your support tab. You can paste this. If the issue is very complex than that, they can raise a case. that option you can give. First, they can search internally on the FAQs or in the documentation on the website on the self-service portal. If they cannot uh, get the solution on website, they can raise a case with the details. Okay, then I can give this form at that point of time. But some companies will directly take the contact us form, support form, directly on the support tab. Means they don't want to specially take show some information before creating the case. Simply they want to take all the cases, and once the case is registered in the system, the support rep will reply them with a proper answer and fix. Okay, so default case origin is web. All the cases from web to case I have to keep as web as the default case origin. Okay, and automatic response templates. Whenever a case is inserted into the system, I have to send out an email. That message I am configuring here. So I can configure some different templates. What template you have checked here? This is the email template. That particular message will go to that particular person who raised the case. Okay. And so do I need to hide the record information on the email? If I'm checking this, it won't show the record information. Otherwise, it shows record information saying, hey, you have inserted this lead. The issue is this. Thanks for inserting the lead. That message I can show it on the email which I'm sending it to this person. And we can even configure the email signature also, saying support ERM clouds and some numbers, contact numbers and email address and everything. I'm clicking on save, or else I will do one. So this is the general configuration about template for this. Later on, I'll give as support ERM clouds. Okay, this is the signature I just gave. Okay, later on I am going to the web to case HTML code generator, which will create the code similar to the web to lead. Okay, here also I have to select the fields which I want to put down here. I am putting case region also, case reason, and even priority also I want to take from the customer. I want to take priority from the customer. If I give this thing, most people will say it's high priority. Okay, obviously they want the cases fixed very quickly. So these things I'm taking it from the support form, and again written URL I'm giving it as ERM clouds. Okay, I'm clicking on generate. Now I got the new web to case form. This is also a code. I'm going back to my Sublime text, clicking on new. I'm just copying, sorry, I'm creating HTML tag. Now in this case I would want to give the title tag also. Pasting it, I'm clicking on save. I will give as web to case underscore demo 9 dot html, clicking on save. So coming to this form also, there are few one meta tag, content type it's describing it, and the form tag and other input tags. Label is the contact, means what information I have to show, contact name like this, name, email, phone number. Next to the label there is input field which will take input from the customer from the support form or anything. Okay, see name, email, phone, subject, what all the fields which I have described on that, which I've added to the left side in the web to case creation. It automatically shows that number of fields in the same order with the properties of that fields. So the case reason is not a text field, it's a pick list value. That is the reason it automatically shows the options field. See, select option, 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 option. These are all the pick list values. right? And priority is also a pick list value. That's the reason you can see select field name. Inside that there are options. For each and every option there is a separate tag. Finally, submit button. Clicking on save. So before doing that, I want to convert this lead which I have already inserted in the system. There is a lead, right? That is Harsha. So Harsha did not become any customer till now. Now I am converting into, first of all, I'll copy his email address. I am converting. Why I am doing this? I am converting Harsha into a customer. This is the follow-up subject task name, something I'm giving it is. So create a new account. It automatically creates new account for me. Otherwise, if I want to map to the existing account, I have to click on lookup and I have to select that. I'm clicking on convert. The account name will be created on the behalf on, means with the company name what you have mapped in the lead information. Now you have a task also. You have a contact. So you have account. You have one contact, that is Harsha, and you have one opportunity. But there is no cases. Now what I will do, I will open this file, click on web to case demo, and I will enter the name as Harsha. But email is really required when you are creating the case, because means really requirement, it's really important. So if the contact is available in the system with this email address, it automatically maps, it automatically creates a case and it assigns to the existing contact and account. Because because if there are lakhs of people in the system, if Harsha is already a customer, if he is raising a case, I should create a case and I should map this case to the contact and account information of that particular account only. I cannot map to some other company, right? That's what I'm going to do with this email address. I'm clicking on phone number. I can give any number. Subject, problem with Apex, problem with coding, degrading. Okay, and the case reason is performance. I'm giving as high priority, because if I give an option to customers to select the priority, they will select high priority obviously. But you can automate these priority selections based on their region, based on their with the field updates I can do that, right? You know that. Based on the customer type, customer service level agreements, I can change the priority. If the customer is a really big customer and if he's paying fee for us to fix the cases with the premium support, yes, I will obviously mark them with high priority. Click on submit. That's the internal automation, I can do it. See, when I clicked on submit case, it automatically takes to the written URL. Again, as I said, you can also show some message on the screen saying thanks for submitting your case. Our support rep will reach you with the solution in next 24 hours. I can show that type of messages on the screen, and I can even email you also. Can you check your email? So you might got some message from system saying thanks for inserting your case into our system. Can you check that? Go open your Gmail and check it, because we have configured a email template, and that email template will automatically send to you on the case creation. So I'm coming back to my account. So if I click on refresh, see, there is no zero cases here. After inserting the case, when I click on refresh, Salesforce will automatically map this case to the account to which the contact is mapped. Who is a contact? Contact is a person who is working for this company. If this contact is raising a case from the website, yes, it should map to this account only, right? See, I got it. The case number is 1028 and the problem with Apex is the subject, and the detailed description is problem with coding and integrations. Okay, this is the phone number. This is the email, and I can even see the details. This is the feed, okay? This is the feed in terms of it shows only important information, and it shows the feed in terms of chatter, social way. See, this type of email is message to your email also. Yes, you got email, right? I want to show that to you. I want to show that in the email in the recording also. And it automatically assigns the user assigned role from blank to this person. I can assign this thing to a queue so that it automatically assigned to a person in that queue. Okay. And if I click on details, I can see the details like, see, contact name is Harsha. So the name which I have given on the contact us form is not taking here. If you remember, I just gave Harsha, but the contact name here is automatically showing as Harsha21253 because the email is the important thing here. It automatically links to the particular contact. Account is Systic. This information I haven't given in my web2 case. I simply gave your name and email address and problem case, all this stuff. But the phone number also I gave it. Anyway, status new and high priority, email, web. See, the default case origin I have configured as web. That's the reason it's showing as web here. Problem with Apex coding. This web email. This is the contact email. This is the coming from case. Anyway, both are same. That's the reason it's automatically linked with this customer and contact. Got it? So now on the customer page, if I am going to the customer, that is Systic. Systic is the company of Harsha. So if you go here, I can see the detailed information about 360-degree view of this customer. This is the customer information, customer contact, customer opportunities, what all they are trying to buy from our company, and customer cases, customer open activities, customer emails. So this email is sent to the customer on this date. This is called 360-degree view of the customer, right? So I want to show share your screen, okay? Make you as the presenter. I can also automate the same thing for leads also sending an email, but I haven't done that. I can do it with my workflow rule, right? You know that with workflow rule, after the lead is inserted, I can share some email saying, hey, thanks for submitting your lead. We'll reach out to you as soon as possible. Hi, Harsha. You can automate this. You can put the personal details also and that. Yeah, this is the email. Perfect. So this is the template which I have configured. That's the template which I linked with this web2 case. That's what it's showing here. Okay. And if you see, it's sending as, if you click on reply, it goes, it's can you reply this? Can you reply to this email? So it's replying to venkat@drmclass.com. See who is sending email? Salesforce is sending email, but still, okay, um, but still it's showing as Venkat is sending this email. So generally the same thing happens to you also. So you generally pick a URL called support@ermclass.com as your support URL. So all the support reps, when they are replying to you also, the emails will come in the form of support@ermclass.com. And if you are if even though Salesforce is sending email from their servers, it sends email as support@ermclass.com. I can configure that. That's what happening here. See, if you click on the detailed information about this on the arrow button under me to me, can you click on that arrow? No, don't go. No, go up, go up. There is arrow button to me. No, a little up. The above email, yes, yeah. No. Same. Click on the arrow button. Yeah. See, yeah, keep it there. See, from ERM clouds to, but emailed by is Salesforce server. ap1.bnc.salesforce.com. There is a it's a custom server, means I can't even spell that, read out that name. So but email is the from address is showing as Venkat Clouds. Whenever you're trying to reply to this, means it's automatically logged, it's automatically replied to Venkat. In the general scenario, I can give the support email address instead of Venkat, so that whenever people are replying to this email, it automatically creates the new log inside my case saying, hey, this is the comment coming from the customer. So whenever a case is inserted from the web, you are sending email from support@salesforce.com, so support@eramclose.com. Whenever you're replying that, I can use email to case also. For case object, there is email to case. You can create cases in the similar way from email to case also. I'll show that option to you. I'm taking back my presentation. Presenter rights, okay. Show my screen. So how email to case works is you can configure an email and you can send emails to that. So if I expand, so email to Salesforce object can be done with email services, but email to case is the only feature given by Salesforce, okay, only for the case object, because you have to track cases even from the email also. So if a customer is calling to your customer care, you have to take cases. If your customer is submitting information on support tab, you have to take cases. If your customer is sending emails from his personal Gmail personal account also, means the email what you have given in the contact address, email address, you have to take cases. Okay. These days most people are taking cases even from the social media also, from Twitter or Facebook also. So these days, coming down to Salesforce, if your Salesforce will even create profiles for you, means contact profiles with their LinkedIn, Twitter, Facebook, and any other social networks. If you are tweeting something very bad about Salesforce, they're gonna create a case inside, means ticket inside the system and trying to fix that case. Means if you say, hey, I have a problem with my Salesforce server, that's a case, that's a ticket, right? So Salesforce can create a case inside system and they will reply to your social media message saying, hey, if you have issues with that, you can so yeah, you can reach out to support@salesforce.com. They can put some custom messages to you, reply to your social media messages also. Give me a second. Right, that's okay. So you got the thing, right? So coming down to email to case, where it is there, where it is, see, email to case is only available here. Click on this. So in this scenario, see what happens. It clearly mentions here the key features is when you are replying, when you are sending email to support@salesforce, or sorry, if it is my company, if you are sending email to support@eramclose.com, I'm going to register a case automatically with the email subject as subject in the case, description as a body of your email. Okay, I'll show the demo to you, but what's happening is I'm using more than 30-40 orgs, and each and every time I'm configuring this in different orgs. Okay, so I'm clicking on 8 here, enable email to case. Okay, notify case owners on new emails, because if I'm assigning this case to some support rep, I have to notify him saying the case is assigned to you. Okay, enable HTML email, got it. because if some people are sending HTML emails, means some images also have to track even that also. Means in the description field of the case, I have to store the rich text. Okay, and see, when sending email, so I have to insert the subject and body also when you're sending emails from a case. Okay, include the thread ID also, following sections, and enable on demand case. This is the, okay, this is new, means on demand case generally help you to automatically create cases. This is the actual, yeah. And the failure responses, for suppose if your support email is not working, what's the problem? So the bounce rate is again, if the email, so what should happen if the limit is reached? Bounce or discard or requeue. Means requeuing means put the queue in the next day's queue, because each and every day they have some limit. If that is reached, you can put down that in the next day queue so that it counts in the next day. Okay. And unauthorized sender action, discard or bounce. If some unauthorized sender is sending some thing, sending email, so I can bounce or discard. I can click on discord means no response. Bounce means I'll reply to that email saying, hey, this is not the right email, like that. Okay, do discord. I'm clicking on save. Okay, now if you click on new, because this email configuration is done now, if I'm clicking on new, routing email, see, I'm giving it as support at ermcloud.com. Save the email address also. Accept emails from, see, because if you want to accept only from your company internal people, because support can also be given for suppose if you take about Accenture company, so all the cases coming from your customers you will take in a separate thing. But what if there are some issues with internal employees? For suppose if your internal employee have some issue with the payslip, you have some internal thing, in that cases you can only accept emails from only the emails coming from your employees, means at the rate accenture.com. In this case I can even give this also. See, if I give only yahoo.com, means I'm going to take accept emails from only yahoo.com. If I'm not giving anything, the default means it will accept all the emails. I will show that option to you. Mm, yeah, if I'm not giving anything, it takes emails from all. Create task from email. Do I need to do that? If I'm checking this, I will check this case status. Only if I'm checking this, I have to put this information. So whenever a case is registered, I can assign some task to the support rep saying, hey, please fix this issue as soon as possible. I can do that. I don't want to do in this scenario. And case settings. What is the priority coming? The email, the case is coming from email. I'll say medium priority. Case origin equal to email. I know that. Yes. These are the default fields on the cases which are creating from the email. Clicking on save. So rerouting email is generally activated only if it is verified by me from my server, from my login. I have to click on verify. They're gonna send some 5-digit or 6-digit verification code to me, or else I have to click on that link that will make you verified. But this is the email services URL. So without that also I can send email. Once this is verified, if you send emails to this email address, yes, it automatically forward this it automatically um, uh, for it can my system can reply the things as support at the rate of ermclose.com. The verification is for that. So in the previous scenario, you're getting email as Venkat. How I'm getting this? I'm getting this email because I verified here. If I don't have that option to verify, I can send email as Steve Jobs also. Steve Jobs at the rate of apple.com by simply giving the email address here, and I can without verification, if I click on send emails, it can do, right. So that's the reason Salesforce is every email service also will do this service. You have to verify to send email as support at the rate of ermclose.com. I have done verification for Venkat at the rate of ermclose.com. That's the reason you are getting that particular email as sending as Venkat. Okay, I'm not doing it now, but coming now, I want you to send an email to this email address saying some issue. Can you create a email from your system and tell put some subject and put some body. Send email to this email address which I shared to you. Really quick. Can you send email to this? Did you send that email?
Yeah, I send it. Just
Perfect. So come back to the cases. I want to check emails. Yeah. No. Click on all open cases. Click on go. No, it's not created. I want to send email. So can you send it again?
can you say the email address? It's support at the rate of ermclouds.com, right?
Sorry, no. I shared you on the chart. Please use that. It's
Okay, okay.
because for doing that, what I have to do is please stop. So I can do email forwarding also, right? I have to auto forward emails coming from support at the rate of sales yarncloth.com to this email address, which I have messaged you on chat, so that all the emails coming to support at the rate of salesforce.com will be automatically forwarded to this. When the email is forwarded, it automatically creates to this email. If email is getting to this email, it automatically creates a case in my system. Do you got the link there?
Yeah, 1 minute.
So we got some very big URL from Salesforce. This is called case inbound case email address. This email address is useful to create cases. What I have to do is wait, give me a second, man. Send it. I can see the new case if you have done that immediately. Yes, I got it. See, 1029. If you open it, the case is coming from email. Hi, problem. This is your subject, and why it is linked with system, because the email is saying why I'm asking you to send the email is because my email is not here. Like winkyworks at gmail.com is not there in the system. That's the reason if I'm creating a case to this email address, it won't be mapped automatically to this account. It will be independent case. But in your scenario, as your email is already there in the contact information, it automatically links to the account, link to the contact as well as to the contact, right? See, the customer is this. Um, this is the contact name, customer. This is the case what you have just registered from your email address. Date today. It's running on PST time zone, Pacific time. Okay, got it?
Yeah, I have a small doubt.
Yes.
Uh, you said that something about verify. You gave your email address and something you said about verify. I can't get that exactly.
Yeah, I can do it now because that's not a problem. What is verification is Salesforce want to send email as support at the rate of salesforce.com. For doing that, they need verification. See, in the previous scenario, when I'm sending email from system to you, like Venkat at the rate of yaramclaus.com, did I send email to you on case creation?
Yeah,
No,
yeah.
I haven't sent email to you. Salesforce has sent on the behalf of me.
Salesforce has sent to
Yeah,
me on behalf of you.
on the behalf of me. Okay, because for doing that, I have to verify it.
So can you show it to me again once?
Yeah. So the reason why I'm saying is, so if I have an option to send email as anybody, I can send email as Bill Gates at the rate of Microsoft.com also. Simply configuring in my Salesforce system. If that is done, most people can cheat a lot of companies and stuff. That is the reason we have an option to verify. If it is verified, now I can send emails as support at the rate of salesforce.com also. I will show that again to you. If I click on verify, so actually it's email is sent to my Gmail account. Mm, mail.live.com. I have to open in some other browser because here I open my Venkat Clouds. Give me a second. So because even though if I open that email, I can't show you much things because there is a simple link to verify. If I click on that link, it's verified. The reason why I'm verifying this is, hey Salesforce, this is my verified email address. You can now send emails as support at the rate of yaramclaus.com. Mm,
So will you share that? You got a, you give me a small URL in my chat, right? Regarding your email
yeah, that's the URL which I generated from my case
by
because
verifying.
if someone is sending emails to that thing, it automatically creates. See, I got even the email also problem with the system. That's the thing you sent email earlier.
Okay.
See, oh, I'm sorry, man. I opened the wrong email. This is the email verification. So if I click on this, now my routing address, the email is coming from my system on the case object will be automatically changed to support@veramclass.com. Means what I'm saying is, see, in the
Yeah.
previous scenario, the system Salesforce is sending emails as Venkat at dataveramclass.com. I haven't sent that. It's sending on the behalf of me. If I have to give the permission to send like this, I have to verify it. If I am not, if Salesforce because it should be verified to send email as Venkat at dataveramclass.com. That's what it's saying. The routing name. You got it?
Yeah.
Yeah. For suppose means if there is no verification such type of things, I can do one simple thing. I can simply give in the support email address. I can give as Bill Gates at the rate of Microsoft.com so that my I can send email as Bill Gates also. I can't do that without verification. We should verify saying that this email address is mine. I have means I'm giving permission to you to Salesforce system to send emails as me. That's the verification is means enforce it for Salesforce customers. That's the reason they are enforcing it. Got it right. And one more thing. So some people say means the URL which I shared you is too big. I can't share. I can't ask my customers to send emails to this email address.
Yeah.
I have to do one thing in this scenario. I have to auto forward all the emails coming from my support at the rate of com to this this big very big email address. Now
Okay.
I can share my email address to my customers. Hey, send emails to support at the rate of com. When the customers are sending emails, it automatically forward the emails to this email address automatically, all the emails. Now the email coming to this will be automatically tracked and stored in the system, right? You know that, right?
Yeah.
That works. Because now I'm not sharing a very big email address to my customers. Very simple, easy email. But even though it's tracking with auto forwarding from this email address to this big email address.
Yeah.
Okay.
So should we do that auto forward in the mail settings or in the
In the
Salesforce
mail
settings?
you have that. In the Gmail also you have that. But most corporate emails they don't have that option because it's disabled by administrators, email administrators. There is email administration also. You have to contact your administrator of your company to auto forward all the emails coming from support at the rate of com to this very big email address. It's a simple 1 minute step. You can do that. Okay. I think I do even have that option. Give me a second. Auto forwarding. No, no, no. Yeah, email forwarding. Because if you are working for some companies, they won't allow you. Okay, this feature is disabled here. See,
Yeah.
okay. But because I have administration permissions on my Clouds account, I can do that in the backend. I can do that. So you can also go to your Gmail and you can auto forward the emails also. Because to simplify, I can't share the very big URLs to them. All the emails coming from say support at the rate of com will be auto forwarded to the very big email address. And I know all the emails coming to the very big email address will be automatically created in the system. Means cases will be created with the emails. If you are sending 1,000 emails, it creates 1,000 cases. If it is exceeding the limit of the day, it puts the things in a queue, and that queue will be useful to insert the cases in the next day. Okay, that's it, Harsha. So let's close this class for today. Okay, we can meet again today evening or tomorrow.
Yeah. I think. Okay. I will call you by phone.
Right. Perfect.
Yeah. Can you send me this recording so that I can practice
Yeah, I will do
in
that.
my.